Many people think what they need is money. It's when you get money that you now discover that different amount of money have different spirits who are custodians over it. Because money comes with problem. You are here now, you don't have 1 million kwacha. And you think the day I get 1 million kwacha, my problems will finish. The day 1 million kwacha enters your account, 7 new problems will appear. And tell you, we operate in this realm. You didn't see us because you were not in this realm. Now that you have come to this realm, welcome on board. We are here waiting. Everybody who owns 1 million knows us by name. Money doesn't solve problems. Money brings problems. It's wisdom that solves problems. When I make 1 billion, I will change my world. If you make 1 billion, you now discover that it's not only demons that exist. There are other spirits called principalities and powers. They are rulers of the darkness of this world because they understand the magnitude of influence that 1 billion can give you. And so no spirit will allow a man who commands 1 billion to be alone. Because they know that a man who has 1 billion can command more than 10,000 people. He can determine the outcome of their life. So the moment that 1 billion comes, spirits will begin to attach themselves to you because they know money brings influence. And influence gives you authority over the souls of men. And so they will make sure they begin to control how you live your lives. So 1 billion can frustrate your life much more than you were frustrated when you didn't have it. I'm telling you, you need to know what rich men go through. Have you not noticed? Some think if they get new position, their problem will be over. Go and check your politicians. They enter the office, their hair is black. 4 years later, the hair becomes white. Because every 1 year is 10 years. What? You won't understand at all. You are the one who think things can change your story. No, things can't change your story. You are the one to use things to change things. Samuel gave us the cure to human affliction. He said, number 1, your heart must return to God. Most of us, our heart wanders after many things. You will think the poor man who is begging, his problem is money. The day you give him money, you will now discover where his heart is. The moment he gets 300,000 kwacha, he buys a new car and marries 2 more wives. That is when you will discover his problem was never money. It would have been better he remained poor. That poverty was a blessing because he didn't have the ability to express his foolishness. He would have remained poor and he would have survived for a long time. And so what we are looking for are actually the byproducts of the blessing. If you know the things that Samuel taught us here, money will come, influence will come, but they will no longer control you. You will use them to advance God's purpose on the face of the earth. And so when you want to find a man who can access the help of God, there are 3 conditions. The first condition is your heart must return to God. If you still think that a car is what will give you validation, you are far from the help of God. You need a car because cars will make your movement easy. If you think a plane will add value to you, you have not grown. Because the reason you need plane is to beat the stress of traveling so that you can meet urgent assignment. Because in the realm where princes exist, material things are not used to evaluate them. That's why I said a man's value is not defined by the multitude of his possession. Meanwhile, it's because you are still clothed with flesh that you need a car. If you come out of this body, they don't travel with cars. There's no angel that will brag with a car because they travel at the speed of thought. So if car is what gives you value, how can you now have meetings with angels? Because